Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to Diggin For Gold. It's Tuesday, September 6th, and I'm really glad to see you all here tonight. Glad you could come. Cynthia, welcome. Marta, welcome. Bill, hello, Bill, and Larry, and Sue. Uh, Glad you could all make it tonight. What I'm going to do, we've been doing this show now for what, 8, 9, 10 weeks or something. I don't know how long we've been doing it for. And I know we've had some people come, some people go. We've got some new people. And what I'd like to do is, and hopefully with everyone's permission, is I would like to go back and do a quick review of what it is we're really trying to accomplish. The other thing that I would like to do is I would like to toss this over the wall to you, the audience. Is there anything specific you would really like to cover that you've been on the show for the last few weeks maybe, and we've covered something but you're not sure of it, and you've got some questions, etc. So let me toss it over to you. So what I'm going to do is two things, three things actually, but I'm going to do a review. It's going to take arguably 10 or 15 minutes of our time, but I'm going to go back through the basics just to remind everybody of what the important things are, and I've got a few new things I've added. The second thing, and before I do that, is I'm going to jump over to Laura, and I'm going to ask Laura if there's anything that she wants to talk about tonight specifically. And the third thing is, while I'm doing the review, if you could be making a note in the chat of anything specific you'd like to cover, then and Laura will be watching the chat while I'm doing the review, and we'll come back and we'll go from there. How does all that sound?
Excuse me. Sounds good.
I'm going to stop and take a breath. Would that be all right? But Laura, are you doing any? How are things going for you? Have you been coming up with anything new this week, or do I need to just jump in and go here?
I've tried a couple of different things. Nothing that's really panned out, but I tried something different today, and I did get a couple of responses back. When somebody follows me, I've had more people follow me in the last 2 weeks. And just in the last couple of days, I decided that if I see somebody that's just hit my follow button, I go right to my messenger and I send them a video that says, "Hey, this is Laura. I'm a real person, and I just wanted to say thanks for the follow." And I send it to them.
Awesome.
And I've had a couple of people, actually 2 people. One lady contacted me back right away. She connected with me immediately and said, "Wow, you're really up on that." And then I said to her, "Up on what? Saying hello or using the technology?" And that started, conversation. And then the other person just basically said, "That's cool, thanks," and that was it. So yeah. And cool. then I sent a couple other ones out, and they didn't respond at all. So not really sure how it's going to pan out, but something new and different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all we're doing with all of this stuff is finding new ways to communicate, talk to people, and get to know people. And the real goal of all of this is to take what is a cold market and warm the market up a little bit. So, having said that, let me go ahead and jump into screen share, and I'm still looking. Hopefully, you folks out there in chat world are going to come up with some things that you'd like to talk about tonight too. And maybe you're working on some things, you've tried some things that have worked or haven't worked. Things that don't work are just as important as things that do work. So here goes the share, presenting to everyone. I'm going to assume you can see my screen. And I'm going to assume you can see PowerPoint. Somebody say yes.
Yep, we see it. PowerPoint. Len Mooney, lenmooney.com.
Cool. All right. So let's start. First off, just a quick review. The strategies I'm teaching, I didn't invent any of this stuff. I'm just a messenger. People that have gone before me and use these techniques and teach these techniques are on the list here. And I can be in some sense very specific. For example, Diane Hockman teaches a lot of posting in groups. That's not the only thing she does, but that's one of her strengths, one of her strategies. Bert teaches the 555 method and the green dots, as does Clive Jeffries and Mark. Terry teaches a lot of posting in groups, mining groups, working in groups, as does Felicia. Jane Orlov teaches similar things. And Jessica does. She just relaunched her course, and Jessica has a really phenomenal course out there, and so does Terry Gremaux. Both of them have very good courses that if you wanted to buy a course from somebody and pick up some more information, either Jessica's course or Terry's course would be a worthwhile investment for you. What do they teach? Well, like you said, they teach green dots and 555. Several of them teach those. And then they teach all the things I mentioned: posting in groups, mining pages. All of them are heavy on responding to likes and comments. You got to be sure that when people like and comment on your posts, and that's the idea of posting on Facebook, you're going to be posting on your fan page, posting on your personal profile page. And the idea is if anyone likes or comments, then you want to engage them. You want to go back and thank them for liking your page or liking your post, etc., and get them into a conversation, find out a little bit about them, get to know them, find out what they do, and see if there's a fit. I'll say this once right now, and I'll probably say it again later. None of us are looking to sign up everybody we meet. It's like going to a cocktail party or going to a bar. You don't walk into the cocktail party with the idea that everybody in the party is going to go home with you or be your friend or get to know you. You might go to meet one or two people. You're going to be selective. You're going to find out the people that you relate to. You're looking for the people that you want to go on vacation with or go to the beach with or you want to do business with. You're not looking for everyone. And you'll find out that the most successful people in the network marketing business typically will sign up maybe one or two people a month over a sustained period of time. They don't sign up everybody. So a few cardinal rules that we've talked about, and I want to go back to them because I still keep seeing a lot of people, not necessarily people on this webinar, but a lot of people doing these things. Don't post your links to your product or your opportunity. The reason for that is that if you just put up your links on your fan page or on your personal profile page or in posts, what people do if they're curious is they'll just go to Google and Google it. And that's not what you want them to do. You want them to come to you for information. So post teasers, put up things that say, hey, I'm doing this and it's really awesome and it's really helping. And if you'd like more information, contact me, ask me, check me out. Put capture pages up. Don't post pictures of your products and et cetera. Same reason. Don't pitch on your first message. If you're sending a message to somebody, don't ask, it's like walking up to somebody at a cocktail party and say, hi, would you go home with me? What's their name? Get to know them a little bit first, become friends, get to know them. Don't ask somebody to try your product when you first message them. Don't send links in Messenger until you've got an agreement with them. That is, as Diane is fond of saying, your link to your videos or your company supplied collateral, et cetera, that is your cookie. You've got the cookie. You keep the cookie. You don't give the cookie away until they earn the cookie. They deserve it. They ask for it. Then, okay, it's time to give them the cookie. And I got a recent message from somebody that started with this. And I don't mean to be spammy, but, well, gosh, if you got to start the message with, I don't mean to be spammy, but, guess what? I mean, come on. Now, this was a person that I know very well. This was a person that I've had a lot of messages with over the last, maybe year or so. And so she sort of got away with this with me. And I sort of chuckled at it. But I can tell you this. I ignored it. I simply sent her a message back that said not interested. Had she, rather than sent me this message, sent me a message that says, gee, I've got something really interesting I'd like to chat with you about. When can we chat? There's a very good chance she would have talked me into at least signing into her deal at the lowest free level and checking it out. I might have done that just out of curiosity. Had she treated me just a little bit different, she would have gotten a different response than the one she got from me. Pet peeves, phrases like-minded individuals are so overused, they make me gag. Don't use them. Don't send somebody a message that says, I'm looking for like-minded individuals. Be genuine, make a friend. And don't put up messages that say, I'm looking for 10 people to make $5,000 this month. Join me in my deal. It's borderline illegal anyhow. If Facebook catches you doing it, they're going to throw you in Facebook jail and maybe even shut down your account. And it's just bad. Now, last week I mentioned, for example, going over to Ray Higdon's site and looking at Ray Higdon's fan page and mining it. And somebody who's on here tonight, it's okay, said, well, gee, isn't everybody in Ray Higdon's site going to be in an MLM? And the answer is, yeah, they probably are, but that doesn't mean they're all happy in the MLM they're in, or it doesn't mean they wouldn't be interested in a different MLM. So, but in order to fill that blank, I made a list of more people. So here's people you can look at their fan pages, and I'm not going to read this list to you. You can read the list yourself, and if you want me to, I can put up the PowerPoint in the group somewhere where you can access it. The list is endless. Pick one or two at a time. Go fishing. And you're right. I mean, many of the people on the list are people. They're people who are already going to be in an MLM or maybe something, but that doesn't mean that you can't get to know them, and they might become your friend. Remember, the primary objective is not to sign somebody into your business. The primary objective is to meet and greet people. People do business with people. They don't sign up for opportunities. If you don't get to know the person first, you're never going to sign them up. Now, I'm going to give you a quick list of the 9 mistakes people make on Facebook. And just so you realize that I'm not making this stuff up, I didn't just invent it. This list actually comes to you from Terry Gremaux. If Terry catches me using this, I'm just going to beg his forgiveness or ask his approval, because I didn't ask him if it was okay, but I'm sure it is.
Hey, Len.
Yes.
Can you go back one screen? And just hold on a second. I think Marta wanted to take a screenshot.
Sure. Tell me when it's okay to go.
Yeah, Marta, let me know in the chat if you're all set so he can continue. I mean, I think, let's see. You can go ahead, Len.
Pardon me?
You can go ahead.
Okay, and by the way, this list isn't exhaustive, and there are many more people. Just giving you some more ideas. Okay, now the list that I'm about to give you comes from a publication of Terry's. It's Terry's The 9 Mistakes to Avoid, and you'll see that he says the same things. I didn't make this stuff up. Company names, yes, get them off your Facebook page. Don't put them there. And don't put them in your about section. Why? Because people just go Google them. That's why. Links on your page, get them out of there. Mass company messages. So you go to a conference and you're all excited and they say, everybody put the same link out on social media. Well, you know, if 1,000 people are putting the same message out on social media all at the same time, you know, be unique. Try to do something a little bit different. Pitching on your first message. Don't do it. If don't go to somebody and say, hey, will you buy my product? And it's your first message to them. You don't know who they are. Sending a link in Messenger. Don't do it. Ask them, get to know the people first. Try to get them on the phone. Ask them what's a good number for Laura, you've been doing more of that recently, right? Just getting people onto on the video chat.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
And,
when can you video chat? Let's talk now. Can I call you now?
yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Pictures of your product, same thing. If you put up a picture of your product, guess what? They Google it. Uh, Turning your friends off. You know, the No More Family and Friends Society. What's it called? I forget the name of it. But at any rate, just, what can I say about family and friends? Maybe you should just leave it with family and friends. I don't recommend chasing family and friends certainly not very strenuously. Asking people to try your product right away. And this is again from Terry. He had a girl the other day just ask him, come right out and say, hey, would you buy my product? He didn't really know who she was. Uh, and then finally, last but not least, this is the end of the Terry 9 things you don't want to do. Taking offense when somebody says no. When you ask somebody if they're open to taking a look and they say no, don't be offended. Move on. And don't burn the bridge. Don't let your feelings get hurt. Remember, that person that said no today may be ready to take a look in a few months or next year or some other time. So no doesn't always mean no. No means not now. Are you open to taking a look means maybe not today, but who knows in the future. So don't burn the bridge. We've talked before about personal profile versus fan pages. This is all I'm going to say about it tonight. Quoted directly from the Facebook rules. Personal profiles are for non-commercial use and represent individual people. It's okay to be It's okay to be using your personal profile to make friends, but you don't want to be doing a lot of posting on your personal profile with ads for your products, things like that. And you shouldn't be doing that anyhow. But if you're going to be putting up ads, pictures, and et cetera, then you really do want to sooner or later put up a fan page for that. Follow up. Make sure you follow up. Anyone who comments or messages you. We mentioned this before. And hi, great post, art meaningful comments. So go to their page. Go to people's pages. If they've commented or followed up, or rather commented or messaged your stuff, go over to their page and comment on some of their stuff. Message them. Just get to know them. And you don't have to go very many layers into the conversation before you can ask somebody, hey, listen, I'm involved in this really, really superb company. I'd love to share it with you. Are you open to taking a look at another opportunity in your life right now? And if the answer is no, move on. If the answer is yes, then share it with them. Again, you don't have to go very far, but you have to go past first base. So your goal on the internet and social media is to meet new people. There's your cold market and warm them up. And remember that people do business with people. They don't join companies. They don't join biz ops. They join you. So we've already said this. Facebook groups are like a cocktail party. Don't run around blasting your links. Just get to meet some people. And when possible, follow people. Now, let's talk about follow. I saw a training. Yeah.
Hey, time out. Quick question. The 2 slides where they had information that we went back on, can we post those into the group?
Yeah, I can post the whole thing into the group. Well, there is no group for this, so what I can do is I can put the PowerPoint presentation up and say lunch with Len.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You know what? Yeah, that would be great. And then anybody who's not in lunch with Len, we can just add them. Or is it a public group?
You know what? I don't remember.
Okay, we'll figure it out. I'll write it down.
I think it's a public group.
Okay. Great.
Now, let me sort of pause a minute and talk about friend requests, or talk about following people. On all the trainings that I've done over the last several weeks, for the most part, we have emphasized following people when you can, rather than sending friend requests. I saw a training recently where the person was emphasizing sending friend requests. I don't agree with that. And the reason I don't agree with sending friend requests, at least not sending very many of them, is because if your friend requests go unanswered, that becomes a negative on Facebook. So my recommendation, when at all possible, is to find people that you can message them because you have mutual friends. Remember, if you have a mutual friend, at least one mutual friend, then you can send them a message and you will get the message. And ask them if it's okay to send a friend request before you actually send it. Make sure that they're on board. And I get friend requests that come in out of the blue. I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea why they're sending me a friend request, and I don't treat them very seriously. And that hurts the other person, and especially hurts the other person if you um, delete their friend request. So the reason we suggest following people when you can is getting to know them a little bit before you decide if you really want to be their friend or not. And I treat the friend request to be pretty seriously. Okay. Homework. Connect with 10 new people every day, or at least one or two. And remember, top earners in this business, they don't sponsor huge numbers of people. They average one or two personally sponsored people a month. And if you can sign up or train one or two people a month on average over a sustained period of time, you're on your way to the stars. You don't have to sign up and train a huge number of people, but you do have to help the people that you sign up by training them. So
Awesome.
Larry, I don't agree with that either. What was it you don't agree with? I was on a training last Sunday, but I would not use that idea. Which one are you talking about, Larry?
I think he was talking about the follow. We'll see.
Probably about friend requests. But I don't know. I'm waiting to see
Friend requesting everyone.
Yeah, friend requesting everyone. Yeah,
Excuse me.
absolutely. Yeah. You just don't want to be doing that. Okay. So I don't see.
I do have something to say about that.
You know what? Hang on for a minute. Let me come off the screen share.
Okay.
Stop. I'm going to stop the screen share. Let me just come back off the screen share for a moment. Oh, you were begged to go on the training, Larry, but you left early? Yeah. Right. Okay, I'm back for the moment. Yeah, right, Cynthia. We'll look at friend requests. Maybe we'll start with them tonight and look at some of them. Laura, you had something to say?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I know that not everybody looks at their friend requests. And what you're teaching, I find it to be very helpful. Because when I look at my friend requests, sometimes I see that there's no picture, no profile picture, or the person hasn't posted in months, but yet I have 10 mutual friends. So that tells me those 10 mutual friends aren't looking at their friend requests. Are they just accepting them? And so now I know who those 10 people are, and I'm careful with, knowing that they don't really look at them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I appreciate you teaching us that because I think it's pretty valuable.
So, what I was hoping to see in the chat, and I don't. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Again, Larry. Yeah, you're still struggling with your PC, buddy. What I want to do, what I will do is in the Lunch with Len group. I've been reticent to start a whole new group just for the Digging for Gold. Let's use the Lunch with Len group and work out of that, and that's what we've been doing. So I will post that PowerPoint in Lunch with Len as soon as I get off the webinar tonight, and remember to do it.
Okay. Thank you.
If anybody wants to, you can please feel free to remind me. So let's go on to screen share again, and let's head on out to Facebook. So I'm presenting to everyone. It says, and here we go. So since we talked about friend requests, let's go ahead and look at them, at a few. Here we go. Tommy Daniel, who are you? Now, the first thing I do is I will typically right-click and open the link in the new tab. That way I don't lose my place. Who are you, Tommy? This one just came in today. And representative at social entrepreneur, father at his son's caregiver. He looks like you know what I'm going to do with him? First off, because I can, I'm going to follow him. I like what I see so far. A former radar technician. That's interesting. Went to Chowchilla, lives in Alabama. I mean, so far I don't dislike anything I see. He's posted recently, within 2 hours, extra virgin olive oil. That's interesting. Glycoscience white papers. Interesting. Okay. The other thing I'm going to do with him is I'm going to message him back. Now, I gotta open a Word file here. Again, I have some of the stuff pre-written. There's the file. So here's the pre-written. Thanks for the friend request. This is not the one where I accept the friend request right away. I'm gonna see if he'll interact with me. So I'm going to send him a message that says, "Hey, Tommy, thanks for the friend request." And now the problem we have here is, since it doesn't appear like Tommy and I have any mutual friends, he may not get this. But I am following him, so he's going to get a message that I'm following him. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and send him the message anyhow. He's going to get a message that I'm following him. I'm thinking about making a comment about olive oil, but I'd have to go back to my blog post and look up what I want to say, so I might not be able to say anything else right now about it. So let's just leave it at that. Laura, do you see anything else that I'm missing?
No, I was actually answering some of the chat questions.
Okay.
Yeah, Marta said she wanted to know how do you find out who they are? And I told her, well, she needs to look at the profile more on their timeline.
Right. That's what we're doing right now. So let's look at Kara.
Yep.
Right click, open. Okay, who's Kara? She works at Tektronix. That's interesting. most of you probably won't recognize who Tektronix is, but I very much recognize who Tektronix is because I was in the industry for a long time. It's a very high-tech company. She hasn't posted. Well, no, she updated her cover photo on July 14th. July 14th. She's not really posting regularly. I can't follow her. She has one picture. This is not a particularly interesting photo. Nothing to show. I actually think this is a fake profile. I don't think this is real. I'm probably not going to report it because it's not so obvious that it's fake. But I'm going to delete the friend request. Done. Do you agree with that?
That's what I would have done.
Keisha. Right click, open link in new tab. Keisha, who are you? Studied at the University of Central England. Stacy Smith. Who is Keisha? Dream trip to Mexico. She's probably in World Ventures. One of 14. Well, that says that it's probably a real profile at least. Most fake profiles don't have. You know what I'm going to do with her? I'm going to go ahead and just send her that same message. I'm not going to accept the friend request. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm suspecting that she's in World Ventures based on the Dream Trips things. I can't follow her. Wait, there's a message. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm just going to send her my. Hey, I'll offer her TEISHA. I'll offer her my ebook and just see where it goes.
You know, I like it when people, when they send you something, when they send you a friend request.
Right.
And I don't know if do you have this on your timeline? But I have on my timeline, if they look at my about page, I say, if you're going to send me a friend request, please tell me what inspired you to connect with me.
Yeah.
And so then I know if they really looked at my profile or not.
That's a good comment. And no, I don't think that I do. But I am now 100% positive that she's in World Ventures. So she talked about Matt Morris here in one of the posts I saw a minute ago. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and make the connection and see where it goes from there. Let's see. I'm just scanning down this. So here's Vitaly. People we got mutual friends. Those are a little more interesting. Charlotte. Who's Charlotte? 20 mutual friends. Oh, she's an executive with Asante Organics. Yeah, you know what? If she's an executive with Asante Organics, I'm probably just going to go ahead and accept the friend request. And I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. I'm gonna tell her that I accepted her friend request. Hey, Charlotte. I just accepted the friend request. Great to connect. Thank you. What is your email address so I can send you a free ebook and add you to my newsletter? Len, okay. So I'll go ahead and accept the friend request. And we'll shoot her out this message. and hopefully get her out of my email list. Now, in the chat, I'm going to close a couple windows here. In the chat, is this helpful? Are you learning something? And then it's already 20 to 6, so maybe we should move on and do some other things tonight as well.
Yeah, Larry says, yeah, please tell us if you guys are finding value from this. And I know while we wait for them to comment, Larry Larry just said he finds that this is very helpful. But he also said that he gets requests from people from Uganda and all around that area, and other ones from hookers.
Yeah, well, Larry, you could probably just accept the hookers. Unless they're in Uganda, then there's a little far to go. But seriously, sure, I get those all the time. I was just scanning down here to see if I had any that was obviously, and I just don't see. Who's this Casimir guy? Now, does anybody need me to explain to you why I'm just going to delete this request? Come on. Bye.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know what that is, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, I get a lot of these. Typically, the ones that are obviously hookers, they don't stay around in my list very long because I look at them and I just get rid of them right away. So, are there any other comments coming in? I deleted him.
Marta wanted to know, so you went to Pages and commented? I was trying to explain to her that, yeah, well, she wanted to know, how do all of these people find us? So I told her, well, because we're going to different pages from like leaders that we like and comment on some of the things that we find interesting.
Yeah.
And then she said, okay, yes, she needs to keep reinforcing this. Cynthia says, yes, this is valuable. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And then Larry says, it's not him that gets most of those requests, it's Lawrence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. Well, they're after that Lawrence of Arabia guy. The swashbuckling knight in shining armors, charging across the Ugandan desert. All right. Now, the other thing to say to Marta is, I don't necessarily know where these friend requests come from. Somebody sent a friend request. Did I ever go out to Tommy Daniels' page before and look at his page or do anything? I don't remember ever doing that. I don't know where this came from or why it came. I really don't. So you don't always necessarily know. And if we kept on going down the list, I might be able to find one that is obviously a hooker or something, but I don't see any. I usually get rid of them pretty quickly. So that's probably enough for friend requests tonight. We can revisit them next week. Although I'm thinking that next week we're gonna probably skip next week. Moving into the Great Green Event, I'm not sure when I'm actually going to leave my house here and start to move myself toward Arizona, but there's a good chance that I'm going to leave here Tuesday afternoon. I have to work through the schedule and decide what we're going to do. Okay. I want to bring you back to the Facebook search bar. Did you try to use this for your local event, Laura?
Yes, we did. I did. I used the search bar in the event. Excuse me. Actually, what I ended up doing was I found friends who were in healthy living in Michigan, and I sent them a video asking them you know, how their day was and what's new. Just a couple of those to see if I had anybody, you know, reach back on those. But yeah, and you know what I found was when you do the event, I didn't see, and maybe you know, but I didn't see once you're in the event invite where you can go outside of your friends if you're the one that's hosting.
You know what? I don't know the answer to that either.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure it out. So what I ended up doing was I ended up searching just in a regular field, kind of like you're going to right now. And then once I searched, I went to people, and then I just sent some of those people a message that said, you know, this may or may not be for you, but, you know, since you're in the healthy living field, it might be something that you're interested in. And then I said, if this is something that's interesting to you, please give me the okay to send you the link. And I kind of put it in their shoes because I didn't want to just send the link.
Right.
And I haven't heard back from any of them yet. So, but I just did that later this morning.
Okay.
So we'll see how that pans out.
Okay. So one of the searches that we talked about, and we've demonstrated here a couple of times, is, and I may have it a little backwards today, but I just typed in friends who live in San Diego and like healthy living. So let's see what comes up. And so what happens here is, what we're going to look for is people. People. I couldn't find any friends who live. I love it when it's. And as I've told you before, the Facebook search bar, the Facebook search function can be a little bit cantankerous. Friends, let's see, the one that we actually did, friends who like healthy living and live.
Oops.
Yeah. In San Diego. So let's see, people. We can't find any people. All right, let's find groups. Oh, God, come on. You know, this Facebook search bar can be just so incredibly cantankerous sometimes. 2 weeks ago, the last couple of times we did this search worked just fine.
Yeah, it popped up.
Yeah, friends who, let's see, and I even wrote it down, friends who like healthy living and live in San Diego. So all we're getting is public posts here. And it's not coming, it's not pulling up the friends tonight.
Take out friends.
Yeah.
Just say healthy living in San Diego.
How about people?
Because maybe if it's saying friends, maybe it's looking for your friends.
Right.
I don't know.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Okay. People. Yeah, I don't have any friends who like healthy living and live in San Diego. That's my beer drinking, pot smoking, bowling alley Friday night friends, right? Any rate, like I've said before, folks, the Facebook search function can be a little bit persnickety sometimes, and you just have to play with it. But if you want to do something like what Laura's doing, you can do a search for your local area. And if you want to learn more about what Laura's doing, follow the bouncing ball this week. Attend her event. In fact, why don't you end up tonight chatting about the event a little bit? But here you go. We can start on looking through this list of people and start just looking for people that we might want to try to connect with and see if there's anyone, would be interested in. So let's go Amy Fuller, for example. Field agent at Appreciation Financial, lives in San Diego, likes healthy life, love never fails. Three mutual friends. I like her. Let me, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I am right-clicking her name and then open link in new tab. Right link, open link in new tab. So that way I don't lose my page, but I can go see who's Amy Fuller. So she's a friend of Bob Miller's. I can follow her. Hot diggity dog. I like her. So nutrition advocate at Juice Plus. So she's in Juice Plus. So she's in MLM. That's interesting. Clinical hypnotherapist. I like her. So what would I do with her? Let's see. Amy. I don't know what I'd do with her. Vaccines cause autism. All right, I can like that for sure. I do not like vaccines at all. Never get them. So what's going to happen here is she's going to get a message that I followed her. She's going to get a message that I commented on her post. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Mercola.
And what's Mercola?
Well, isn't that the that's the company that they do a lot of they talk about the U.S. dairy industry.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm going to make a comment there. My daughter gets raw milk all the time. Yeah, milk. Oh, God. All right. Let's... Milk, raw milk. M-I-L-K. Come on, Len. You can do it. You have the technology. Yeah, my daughter actually does. The one who's a chiropractor, they get their milk delivered to their house. They do not buy pasteurized milk in the stores. And data has really shown linked illnesses to pasteurization. So interesting person. She lives in San Diego. She's clearly into the things that we're interested in. I'm following her, sent her a couple of notes. Now, I haven't sent her a message, although I could message her. Maybe I will. Let's just go ahead. I don't have any pre-written. Hi, Amy. Amy, I am into organics and just stumbled across your profile. All right, stop popping up things. Drives me crazy.
she wants on your email list. Yeah, Sue, Dr. Mercola. I think I've seen videos in Toxic Talk that Jackson plays. That's where I've seen that name before.
All right.
Right on.
Okay, I want to end with a question. Okay, I acknowledge that she knows I've seen her profile. I acknowledge that she's in Juice Plus. Awesome, love to meet you. What else do you do? Want to end with a question. Okay, so there we go. Who knows where that one's going to go to? Now let me see these messages popped up. Okay, yeah. She's the one that I accepted her friend request. She sent me her email. Awesome. So I will acknowledge that as soon as we're off here. I will. Well, you know what? No, I will do that right now. Let me open that message. So here's your email address. Let me grab it. Now, for those of you, and you ought to have one of these things. And if you don't have one of these things, you're going to have one of these things in a week. Um, I'm going to send her my. I can't talk and type at the same time. You know that I can barely type, let alone talk and type. I'm going to send her my. I'm going to send her my social media book, and her name was. Here's the email address. Her name was Charlotte. Was it Charlotte?
I think it was Charlotte, but don't.
Charlotte Gernstein, Gernstein, Gernstein. Okay. I'm going to send her my social media marketing book. Now, this, for those of you who don't know this, what you're looking at is you're looking at a funnelizer capture page. This capture page drops her into my my MLSP CRM. It also drops her into my AWeber list and sends her a copy of this book. And it sends her an introductory video about who I am. And I'm going to acknowledge her. Or to check her email. Ask her if there's anything else I can do for you. Just ask. I'm going to offer to help her any way I can. Start the conversation. Okay, taken care of. So, see, I mean, that's how this stuff works. I mean, that's it. It's 5 to 6. I'm gonna come off the screen share. I think that's what we're gonna do tonight, pretty much. Lots of other people, and to be honest with you, I need to work on this list a little bit more. But here's the idea, folks. For wherever you live, look for people that are local to you, or if you want to look for people that like, let me change this to. You all know that I'm an active scuba diver, scuba diving, and I know this is going to come up with something really funky, but I can go out and start. Yeah, there's now I know, like Jonathan Schmidt is a dive buddy of mine. He and I have had some pretty phenomenal dives together. But once again, I can go look for people. If you're into golf or you're into whatever you're into, look for people to do whatever you want to do. Laura could look for people that like Disney and live in her local environment, and just find some new people to talk to. That's all we're doing. And if you go into this process, hang on for just a minute. I'm going to come off a screen share. I'm going to stop talking so that I don't screw up and hit the wrong buttons. I'm going to stop the screen share without stopping the broadcast, hopefully. Okay. Marta, just pick. Here's what I'd say to you, Marta. No, it's not going to take a year. Pick one thing. Just pick one thing and do it tonight. Just do it. And it's okay if you screw it up, because you can't screw it up. You can't get it wrong. It's okay if you make a mistake. No one's going to blame you. There's no punishment here. I guess my camera decided to quit working. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I didn't want to interrupt you, but we can't see you. We can't see.
Okay, it's all right. My camera quit. I don't know why. I can't tell you why.
But we can hear you, so it's okay.
Yeah. Hey, so Laura, why don't we wrap up with tell them about your thing this Thursday. I would really love it if everybody could support Laura in this launch that she's doing. You want to tell us about it and tell people what to do?
Sure. Okay. Well, this Thursday, there is an event out there. It's a public event, and I will be launching my MLM company. It's called Asante. And we're going to be doing a live launch right from my house. And the reason we're doing this live launch is because we know that a lot of people just aren't into going to home parties anymore. So what we did was we created an event, and we invited people to the event, and we're going to go live, do a Facebook Live right from the event page. So anybody who says they're going to RSVP, yes, they're going, then they will get notified that the event is starting, and it's at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this coming Thursday. And then we're just going to do the live event, ask questions, talk a little bit about the company, talk about the products. And if you aren't interested in the company, well, that's okay, but this going live through the event is really pretty nifty. So if it's something that you ever think you might do, it's going to be my first time, and we're going to do it, and we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to find out what works, what doesn't, but we at least wanted to do that before our big green event coming up in just a couple weeks. So if you would like to be invited, throw your name in the chat if you aren't already invited, and I'll invite you. And that's pretty much it.
Larry, were you actually Laura? I'll be Laura.
Yeah.
Okay.
All he sees, now he sees Lynn's picture. Okay. Well, could you guys, the event, Larry, is actually, it's going to be at my house, but the event is actually going to be online, live. So no matter where you are, you can connect. As long as you RSVP, yes, you're going, you will get the live event.
And it is at 7:30 Eastern Time, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
7:30 Eastern Time. So what time is that for you? That's probably 5:30 Chicago time. You're 2 hours off Eastern, Larry?
Yeah, he understands. Okay.
Well, I don't know if he understands.
He understands. So Eastern Standard Time, 7:30. If you would like to be invited or like to go and get online, see how we're doing it, Facebook Live at this event, then you're welcome to, just to see how it works.
Okay.
And that's all, pretty much.
So I would encourage you and ask and beg, actually, everybody who can support Laura on this 6:30. Okay, Larry, support her on this if you can. Just show up. You'll be you'll be in the audience, just like you're in the audience here. Laura is going to be doing a live broadcast, but you're going to be in the audience. But the more people we have in the audience, the more people that are asking questions, the more people that are commenting, et cetera, we'll build some excitement for this. And Larry, this could be an awesome thing for you to do from your house if you want to try something like this. And I don't know who else out there might try something like this, but let Laura pave the way here and show us all how to do it. Actually, to be honest, Angel paved the way and showed us all how to do it a couple of weeks ago. We're following the footsteps of Angel Belachowski, who did the first one, and very successfully. So we're all learning how to make this work. I don't think I'm not going to try one from my house in Mexico. I can't even try. I tried to do a Facebook Live broadcast 5 times today, and I couldn't connect. So I don't know what the problem is here with my internet, but driving me crazy. Oh, football weigh-ins. Okay. Well, that's all right. All right. Well, all right, Larry. Go ahead. Be that way.
That's why it's live. You can take your phone wherever you go.
He wants to be invited.
Okay, Cynthia. Yep.
You're going to weigh 1,400 kids this week. You better get a big scale. Marta says she thought it was 7:30.
Let me go and look at the event because it could possibly be. Let's see.
It's one of those, Marta.
Yeah, and you can see right from the. Let's see. My page. Somebody added a couple of events today. 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So, yeah, that's what the event says.
7:30.
7:30.
Not.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So I'll send an invite out to you, Larry and Cynthia. No problem. I think Marta's already going. Sue's already going. Yes. So I appreciate that, you guys.
Alrighty then. That's all for tonight. I think. Laura, you have anything else? Are we all done?
No, I think that's it. We went through a lot of stuff. Yeah, Marta, I think I'll send one to you. I'll look to see if I thought I already invited you, but we'll look. No problem. Yeah, you have to look in your now. Actually, I should let them know that not everybody might not know this. When you go, yeah, where to look. When you go on your home page, you're going to go over to the left-hand side.
What? Let me do a screen share. Let me jump back to Facebook. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you look for your invite. All right, can you see my page, Laura?
Yes.
Okay. I'm on my home page. Over here, you will see invites. Okay. So let me see. There is this one right there from Laura, and I've already accepted it. So that's accepted. Where do I see the invites that I haven't accepted? They should be there. There should be a list.
If you go over to the left-hand side, under events, down, 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 right? You were almost there. Go back up. Up, 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 up. It's kind of near the top. Yeah. Yep. Click on that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because it also usually shows up over there.
Yep.
So there's the events. So, and here's Laura's events, launching Asante, and it says that I'm going. Okay.
So if you look at, there's 3 tabs: an all, an invites.
On your home page, come on over here and look for events. And then go ahead. There are 3 tabs.
There's 3 tabs. There's an all tab, an invites tab, and a hosting tab. Well, the ones that you host will be under the hosting tab, but I believe if you've already accepted an event, it will not show up in the invites tab. So if you already accepted it, you have to be in the all field.
Yep, it's not there. See, if I click on invites, it's not there.
Okay. Larry says all we see is me. Hi.
Oh, you know what? I white boxed you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so back again. Again. Can you see me now?
I can. Let's see if Larry can.
Waiting for you, Larry.
Yes, he can see it.
Okay, on your homepage, events, over here on the left side, events. And here's a list of all the events that I have invites to. And here's Laura's event right there, launching the Smoky Organics in Clawson. Okay? And of course, if I click on it, it's going to open the event page, and we'll see all about it, 7:30 p.m., etc. Okay? Everybody got that? All right. Stop presenting. Oh, look, my camera came back.
Oh, there you go.
I'm here. All right. All right, everybody. If that's it, that's all for tonight. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for staying. And see you at the beach. See most of you at Phoenix. We'll talk
Yes,
later.
you will. All right. Bye for now.
Bye for now.